Here's a quick and easy way to bring back some detail in your faded old photographs. Photos can fade for many reasons, if they're exposed to light, or sometimes just from the chemicals in the paper from processing the photos over the years can kind of fade the detail in your photographs. So a quick easy way to fix that would be to go into levels. So you can get to levels through the top image drop down menu, image adjustments levels, or I like to just press Control L to bring up the levels. So this is just an image I grabbed from online because I didn't have any old photographs that were this faded to show you how this works. So it's a little bit low resolution, so that's why it's not enlarged super big on my screen here. But in the levels, you'll have your histogram here, and this is all the information in the photograph. This little slider here indicates your shadows. These are your midtones, and these are your highlights. So pretty much for most photographs, you want to make sure that these sliders are within your histogram of information. So I want to slide these over to make sure my shadows start at the beginning of this little graph here, and then my highlights also start at the beginning of the graph. So if something's way over to the left here, this slider needs to be adjusted. So in order to do this, I'm going to break this down into the different channels that make up the photograph. So in Photoshop, we use RGB color modes, which break up the photo into red, green, and blue channels. So even if you don't understand what's going on here, you can at least follow these steps. So you're going to go into the channel area here, and you're going to target each specific channel. So this is the red channel, and I'm just going to slide this histogram over the little bars here so that it starts at the histogram. The highlights look okay. They're starting kind of at there. And then I'm going to go into the green and do this for each different color channel. So here I'm going to drag the highlights over too. And you can already see the detail starting to come back into the photograph. And then I can hit OK. And you can already see all the information. This is before and this is after. So this works really well in most photos. In some photos, it's a little more difficult, like something like this. Let's try it with this one. This one's very faded, and so it might be missing actually some of the information that was there originally, or this could have just been an overexposed photo that when they took the photograph initially had too much light entering the camera. But we'll try it with this one too. So I'm just switching the mode here. I'm not sure if I should maybe go this far. Going into green. And then into blue. So this is as far as that brought it back here. You could always try auto and see what that does. This is before and after. I'm just going to press OK. We'll go back to my original. So that did bring back some information. However, I have a feeling that this photo was overexposed to begin with and was lacking information when the photo was taken. Another way to do this, I'm going to bring up the levels again, or you can use these eyedropper tools, and these are also shadows, midtones, and highlights. And if you click on the black eyedropper tool and you try to choose the darkest area or the shadow of the photo, which would probably be in here, it will make some adjustments for you. And then I'm going to try the white too. So this dress looked like it might have been white. The background here might have been white. So that made some different adjustments as well. So I can kind of try these different methods to see which works best. And the midtones sometimes make it look a little odd, so I'm going to try it and see what happens. Oh, it kind of brought out the yellow there. Just press OK. So this was when I started. And that was with that last adjustment that I made with the eyedropper tool. And then this is when I started, and I'm just using the levels, what happened there. So I think actually the eyedropper tools might have worked best for this photo. So then I would go from here and I would start cleaning up the background with some of the blending tools and the clone stamp, patch tools, and things like that. But this is how you kind of bring back some detail from a faded photo.